Hello, I'd just like to spend a few minutes giving you a very quick update about something I've just added to the map editor. If you watched my last video about the map editor, then you probably heard me talk about entity layers, and that being something that I wanted to add into the editor. And I just found that I had some time this evening to add in support for entity layers and just wanted to show you what that looks like. So at the moment, or up until this evening, the grids and the maps that you see here have all just been like one layer. So the grass here, the water that you see, the kind of bit of the castle here, it's kind of all just like one layer, just one flat layer. And the problem that we have with this is that these kind of entities, so things like the TV here that's just randomly put on top of a castle, the signpost and the chest, they're not really things on the map. They're actually just kind of background layers. And so if you kind of click on these and paste them around, okay, well that looks fine. But if you say you wanted to put a chest on top of a bit of grass up here, well, there's a problem there because the chest, as you can see, has got the background layer, or the background, or the texture, if you like, of this bright green grass. And if you remember me talking about how I had to add in support for rotating textures to save myself a whole bunch of work of creating lots of different textures, then that's the same thing with these entities, right? So if I want to put a TV on the grass, I don't want to have to try and create a TV with a grass background just so that it fits in. So really what I wanted to do here was create a separate layer for entities. And I've got the very basic support for that working now in order to show you. So looking at the menu here, we can switch the layer to entities. And as you can see slightly, the background color, or like kind of the overlay color of this, the background here, has turned to like kind of a gray, kind of like whitewash look. And that's just so that it makes it easy to see when you're in kind of entity layer mode and when you're in background mode. And now that we're in this mode, we can then choose from a list of entities that we have. And here we've got some examples like here's our chest that we had earlier. This is actually a different texture to the one that I put down a minute ago. This chest, as you can see, has no background around it. This is a proper entity. And so if we select this chest, we can put it on the map just like we could do before. But importantly, we can put this chest now on top of like these dark backgrounds or on the wall here. And the chest looks fine. And if we switch back to tile mode, well, hey, that looks lots better. So the chest is just one texture, is one sort of separate entity, and we can place that all around the map. I'll just clean up some of the old textures that we had from earlier. So that one, uh, okay. And the same thing works with a bunch of other textures or entity textures I made. So if we want to get our TV again, and if we change to, all right, just got to fix this, go back to entity mode and put our TV on top of the castle, that works. And now we can put the TV on the grass. And let's say you could do the same thing. What else do we have? We've got some cake. We've got, oh, we need cake, definitely. Anyway, so you can put the TV around, looking, you can put a TVs in chess and cake. We'll put this one up here as well. And you get a kind of a rough idea of what it looks like. You can now have separate entities, although we have a lot of them now, tile, chess and cakes and TVs, all around the map. And this is going to save me a whole bunch of work for creating lots of different entity textures on loads of different backgrounds. So kind of where we have to go next is adding or sort of improving the support for entities and kind of getting rid of some of the bugs and crashes that will probably happen. I'll probably have to add in support for saving these entities in a different kind of way. And then kind of the next layer, as you can see, that I'm going to add support for is fluids up here. This won't really do anything at the moment, the fluid layer. As you can see, it works the same way as the entity layer does at the moment. But eventually the fluid layer will allow us to kind of put down water and lava and slime. And I've already started creating the textures for those, just they don't work in the map editor just yet. Anyway, so that was just a quick update. That is showing entity support in the map editor. Thanks for listening.